Soon she came to the middle of the forest. Then, all at once, all the little animals and birds that had been walking with her suddenly darted away and disappeared among the trees.
Goodness, something must have frightened them. I wonder what it was.
I do hope I was not the cause of their disappearance, my dear.
Oh, I didn't see you.
Oh, did I startle you? Do forgive me.
It was a wolf. Now, Little Red Riding Hood had never seen a wolf before, and she didn't know that he was a very wicked creature who loves to eat other animals and people.
What a pretty little girl, and what a delicious meal she'll make for me. Again, my dear child, I sincerely hope I didn't alarm you.
You came so quietly from behind me.
All the better to sneak up. I do so dislike frightening all the little furry friends here in the forest, so I try to move about on my tippy-toes.
That's very kind of you.
Thank you, my child, but I don't believe we've met. What is your name?
They call me Little Red Riding Hood.
Oh, how charming. And of course, that's because you wear that pretty red cloak. Isn't that true, my dear?
Yes, my grandmother made it for me. I'm going to visit her.
What a nice thing to do. How thoughtful of you.
Well, it's because she hasn't been at all well. I'm taking this basket of cookies and good things to eat to help her get better.
Is that so? And tell me, my dear, where does your grandmother live?
Just on the far side of the forest. Her house stands under 3 big oak trees, near a hedge of nut trees.
3 big oak trees, hedge of nut trees. Got it. It sounds utterly delightful. If I do this right, I can gobble up the old woman first and then have the girl for dessert. A double delight, so to speak. Well, Little Red Riding Hood, don't let me keep you from your visit. As a matter of fact, I wonder if I may have the pleasure of accompanying you.
Oh, yes. Thank you. It's so nice to have company. It's a treat.
Oh, the treat is mine, my dear. Or it will be once I get to her grandmother's house.
Little Red Riding Hood and the wolf walked along together for a while.
Ah, what a lovely day, and such pretty flowers, are they not?
Oh, yes. I'm sure Grandmother would be pleased if I picked some and brought them to her.
What a lovely idea.
It's still quite early. I'll have plenty of time to pick them.
True, my dear, quite true. Take all the time you need. You'll find some very pretty wildflowers just a little deeper in the woods.
Over there?
Yes, that's it. Deeper, my dear, deeper. And while she's picking her flowers, I shall hurry on to her grandmother's house so I can be there first. Then, when the little girl arrives, what a surprise she'll have. My child, I have just remembered a very important engagement. Would you forgive me if I run on without you?
Oh, no. Thank you for your company.
Oh, then toodaloo, my dear. For now. For now.
Little Red Riding Hood went off among the trees to pick the flowers. Each time she picked one, she saw another prettier one farther on, and so she went deeper and deeper into the forest. Meanwhile, the wolf ran through the woods and reached Grandmother's house. She was sitting in her bed, sewing more pretty clothes for Little Red Riding Hood.
Stitch, stitch, sit and sew, for a little child I know. Stitch, stitch, let it show, how I love this child I know. Let each thread be firm and fine, to protect this child of mine. Let each thread be firm and last forever. Stitch, stitch, sit and sew, for a little child I know. Stitch, stitch, let it show, how I love this child I know. each thread be firm and fine to protect this child of mine. Let each thread be firm and last forever. Stitch, stitch, sit and sew for a little child I know. Stitch, stitch, let it show.